So as we get started today, this video is divided into chapters. If you want to skip at any point, just look at the sliding bar underneath the plating window and you can see the chapters to skip ahead. So I'm now ready to apply a border to the square here, and you can also do the same thing with the rectangle. It's up to you on which one you want to do. I call this a floating border. So what I want to do is I want to go through with one round first to make it float, and then the second round is great. Now if you're doing any kind of edging and you want to build it out more, you just got to watch this corner. So I put in 5 half double crochets in the corner to round it off beautifully, but if you want to continually add more to it, you just got to watch how many half double crochets, because it's a shorter stitch. You know, putting in too many stitches in a corner can be a detriment to you. So just keep that in mind, and let's grab our work and let's show you how to do a floating border here. When we go to do the floating border, I want you to turn it so that this chain 2 and this is right here. It keeps it with my diagram. If you start in another row, it kind of looks different. So, or another side. So just kind of look consistently for this. And what we're going to do is that we're going to attach right into the stitch work itself, not to a space, and we're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet into that same section. You're then going to chain 2 and then jump over a certain amount of stitches, and then you're going to single crochet and chain 2, and you're gonna do this. And what this is doing is it's helping you to stay in line, so when you do the border it settles down nicely. Once you get to the end, you're going to do the same thing, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and then work your way around. Let's do round number 1 of the border. So in keeping with my diagram, it's this corner here. So these are going into the space. So you see that it kind of looks different depending where you are. And so that's where I want to look for. So let's grab our yarn, and I want you can do two things. You can either go in to the very end stitch here, right to a stitch work itself, and you can attach it, chain 1, and then do a single crochet in, and then chain 2 and a single crochet. You can do that, or what I prefer, which looks better, is to do a standing single crochet, and some of you do it, you don't even realize you're doing it. So you're just gonna put it onto the hook, go into the same spot and going in. Pull the yarn through, but do not pull it through the first loop. Then pull through 2. That's the standing single. Then chain 2 and then going in. Make sure you go right up over top of this straggler. And see, it looks a lot better. So now you're gonna chain 2, and you need to just jump into between the spaces and single crochet. Then chain 2, and then just pull the spaces apart. You can see them pretty easily, and single crochet. Chain 2 and go in between the space, and then eventually you'll go all the way to the other side. So chain 2 and go right into some stitch work. Don't go into a space. Chain 2 and then single crochet back in so that you can turn. Then continue down, so chain 2 and then just pull the spaces apart so you can see things. And you're gonna do this all the way around. So please follow your border around, and what this is doing is it's laying the groundwork for round number 2, which then will be easily going in because the spaces have already been determined. So I'm coming all the way around, going in between the spaces, and then chain 2, and I'm going to single crochet myself to the, or sorry, I'm gonna slip stitch myself to the first single crochet. Okay, so round number 1 is done. So everything is just kind of floating in between. So what I need you to do is slip stitch yourself to this chain 2 spot, corner space, and then begin with the half double crochet. If you want to do a double crochet, you can too, but if you're growing it out and you want to add more to it, maybe double crochet is better. So in the half double crochet version, you're gonna chain 2, which will count as a half double crochet, and you will half double crochet 4 more times into the same corner to have that beautiful turn. If you would like to build on top of this border, so we'll build more to it, I recommend that you chain 3 and then put 1 double crochet in, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet in, and therefore you'll have a space that will be available that you can build on after. put the straggler down on top of the line. This is what you started with, and then each one of these spaces that you did are going to get 3 half double crochets each. And putting that straggler down helps you not have to sew it in later. So the only difference then in my particular write up is that the corners will have 5 half double crochets in the chain 2 space, and the chain 2 spaces in between will each have 3. And you will see that this will nicely frame your half double crochet project in the C2C format. So please do this all the way around. I'll be back in a moment. Once you come all the way around, you're just gonna slip stitch it to the top of the first chain 2. And then that's it. That's the end of the story. So you just now framed your C2C. Leave a longer tail so that you can throw this through a tapestry needle, and you're going to use that needle to go on the back side. So we've been working on it this way, and any loose ends you'll want to do the same way. So just dragging it through the work. Stay on the back of the project though. Don't allow that to sneak on through. So just go through once, twice, and 3 times. The longer the span, the more likely it's not gonna fall out on you. And then you can just trim it. Now if you went over the top of the other starting like I showed you, you can just safely trim that, and this would be how to border up your C2C in the half double crochet format. This works for rectangles and square. Have a good day, and we hope to see you again real soon right here on the Crochet Crowd. Bye bye now.